In this video, we are going to look at how you can simplify algebraic fractions. So what an algebraic fraction is it's just a fraction that has algebraic variables in it. So it has letters in it as well. And just be careful if you're reading the textbook or if you're watching other videos on YouTube or Maths Tutor, just be careful because they might use a slightly different method. The method I'm going to use today is sort of the easiest method because you can use it for different types of sums. So we're going to have a look at this expression here, and you'll see that the variables or the letters are on the top of each of these fractions, but you might also have a case where you'll see in this one the variables are on the bottom. But no matter what the case is, or in the next section you'll have a look and you'll see that we have fractions but there's an equal sign in these, so these are called equations. For each of these cases, this method works. So that's why if you can learn to do this method and practice this method, it's going to be more beneficial for you then. So just to have a quick look at the steps. So step one is you have to find your new denominator. And you do that by multiplying the ones you have. And just in case you can't remember or you are not sure, the denominator just means the bottom of the fraction. So what we're being asked to do here is we're being asked to simplify the algebraic fractions. So we're being asked to either simplify, or it can be written express as a single fraction. So if you think about it, if we have 3/8 and we have 1/8, rather than writing 3/8 and 1/8, you're going to simplify that to one fraction and say 4/8 or a half. So that's all we're trying to do here, is we're just trying to merge these fractions to do this actual sum. So step one, you have to find your denominator, and you do that by multiplying the ones that you have. So I have a 2 and a 3, so I'm going to multiply them. Step two then, so you're going to multiply each numerator, and if you're not sure, the numerator is just the top of the fraction. And I'll explain what this means in a second. So you're going to multiply each numerator by the other denominators. So what I mean by that is you start with the first fraction, and the numerator is 5x minus 3. So we're going to write that down, and I'm going to put it in brackets. Forget about that fraction now, and you're going to multiply it by the bottom or the denominators of the other fractions. So the other fraction here has a denominator of 3, so I'm going to multiply by 3. And that's me finished my first step. So that's what I mean by multiply each numerator. So take the first numerator, the first top of your first fraction, and then write it down. Cover up your first fraction and multiply it by the bottom of the other fractions. If there's only one other fraction, you're only going to multiply by one number. If there's two, you'll be multiplying it by 2. Once you've done that, have a look. The sign in the middle was a minus. And we take our second numerator then. So you just move on to your next numerator or top. And it's 2x plus 1. Forget about that fraction. So forget about the fraction it's part of. And multiply that then by the denominator or the bottom of the other fraction. So there only is one other fraction, and the bottom of that is a 2. And now it's just a case. So step 3, once you've done that, you've set it up. It's just a case of simplifying. And by simplifying, what we mean is sometimes you'll need to multiply to get rid of brackets. You can add things that have the same letters. And at the very end, then if there's something that divides into all of your terms, you can do that as well. So if you remember in algebra, if you have a number outside a bracket, what you're going to do is you're going to multiply everything in that bracket by that number. So we're going to multiply the 5x by 3. So remember, 5 by 3, multiply your numbers and then add on your letters. So 5 by 3 is 15, and there's only one x there. Then go back and multiply the 3 by the minus 3. So if you're multiplying two numbers, one's a plus, one's a minus, your answer is minus. 3 3s are 9, and there's no letters there. Over here now, when we're multiplying, be careful, this is a minus 2. So if you're multiplying, it's not a subtract sign, it means that the number is a minus. So I'm going to multiply minus 2 by 2x. And if you're getting confused, remember your S, N, L from algebra. Multiply your signs. So this has a minus and this one's a plus. So you're multiplying two numbers with different signs. So your answer is a minus. So that's your signs. Do your numbers next. So 2 by 2 is 4. And then whatever letters there are, you tag them on at the end. So there's only one X there. Then go back and we're going to multiply the minus 2 by 1. If you multiply anything by 1, you just get that number itself. And the bottom 2 by 3 is 6. And we can keep simplifying. So if you look there, you can add or subtract things with the same letters. So we can do 15x take away 4x. So if you have 15 of something, you minus 4, you're left with 11 of it. And minus 9, so be careful, we're subtracting now. So this is a minus 9, take away another 2. And that's going to give me minus 11. And that is all over 6. And that is you finished.